hello, and welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy VI. In the last episode, we went to the cave in the Veld, and we rescued Shadow, but then he was getting well in his bed, and then he just disappeared. So where the hell did he go? Let's find out. Coming off a pretty good high. Just if you're a fan of Final Fantasy, maybe you might be a fan of FFRK, Final Fantasy Record Keeper. I just finished my last Moat dungeon, and I unlocked all the Book of Trials for Book 8 and Book 9, so I had 2 different BSB free draws to do, plus the BSB selector. So I selected 2 different BSBs. For the first one, I chose Rydia's. It's an Earth. Oh boy, okay, let's... Oh, Shadow's fighting us now, what the hell? It's an Earth one, and then... Whoa, Shadow's done. Tane to Chigeki. What are you doing here? What are you doing here? The only thing I know how to do. I'm fighting. Why don't you come with us? Perhaps I should. Alright, it's time to put my skills to the ultimate test. Yay! And now we got Shadow in our party. Yay! Okay, let's go put him in the party. Where is Shadow? I have no idea. Let's go check down here and see if he's down here. I don't know, Gal's down here. Gal getting stronger on the belt. Change party members. Yes. First we want Terra, main character of the game. Celeste, yes. Sabine, yes. And Shadow, yes. Confirm. Oh no. Someone has lost the ability of sprint shoes. Equip those not currently in the party, please. Unequip, I should say. And equip Shadow. Optimize. Ooh, he's got the Ichigeki. Let's give him Genji gloves and sprint shoes. Maneater or Assassin's Dagger. Maneater is better. Ichigeki, good. Genji helm, diamond vest, good, good, good. Now, what Esper? First off, he's mastered. Okay, he's mastered Maudwin, Seraph, Zone Seeker, Quetzali, Belgamarndazam, Sabin. Let's see. Let's have him put on Quetzali. Okay, and sort my items because they were looking a little bit messy. And now I've got sprint shoes. Hell yeah. Take the wheel. And now where do we go from here? We just fly around. Okay, if I do this right, I can cover the most. Okay, we'll just fly around. Yes. If I fly at this angle, I will slowly cover the entire map. And we will come face to face with Death Gaze. Slow going. We've covered about 1/10 of the map so far. And this guy could be anywhere. Kefka's Tower, or the Tower of Lunatics, or some shit. Just past it. The seas are fucking red, man. Does that mean there's blood in the water? Does that mean so many people died that the seas are running red with blood? Or is this just the reflection off the blood red sky? Or is the sky red because the water's red? These are the questions that I'm not sure a lot of FF6 players have asked. These are the questions that keep me up at night. We can only do so much in with our video game heroes and our video game powers. We cannot change the water back to its crystal blue as it once was. But we can fight Death Gaze. If we try. And for defeating Death Gaze a few times, we have to run into him a few times on this world map here. Just flying around. Let's go higher up in the sky. Yeah, he's up in the clouds, so we get to go up high. Any minute now, I'm gonna get into a boss battle. You don't just wait for it. Any minute now. In the meantime, let's talk about what I've been watching on TV lately. I finished Twin Peaks. It was amazing, and I'm sad that I'm pretty much done with all those characters and stuff now. I've really enjoyed watching seasons 1 and 2, and then Fire Walk with Me and the Missing Pieces I watched. And then finally I got to season 3 where everything is awesome in every episode. Fucking Philip Jeffries. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm saying? Okay, we've covered about half the map now. I feel like if we don't run into him in the second half of the map, then I don't know. But anyway, Twin Peaks, like, if you ever want to watch a show where it's like you don't know what the fuck is going on, but you just have to keep watching just in case they actually explain it. And they do explain some things. Some things do get explained, a lot of things don't get explained. Like, Judy is never resolved. Judy first mentioned in Fire Walk with Me by David fucking Bowie as Philip Jeffries, which I think is the most perfect casting of anything. He says he does not want to talk about Judy. We are not going to talk about Judy. Let's just get one thing straight. We're not going to talk about Judy, he says. So, I can't imagine what fans of Twin Peaks that were, like, watching it from day one in 1990, like, how long that they have waited for the little snippets of information given about Judy and given about Bob and the Arm and the Black Lodge and the White Lodge. If they never made season 3, oh my god, that would be a tragedy, because season 3 just takes something that was pretty incredible on its own and it infuses it, and it just goes mental. And we're about halfway. We're about 100% of this map covered, and I've not run into Death Gaze yet. So I'm thinking I need a smaller. There we go. Now we're not moving much. Okay. So David Lynch and Mark Frost. Don't forget about Mark Frost. I don't know what he brings to it. I mean, David Lynch is a lot more famous. And I think a lot of people just think of Twin Peaks as just David Lynch's thing. But Mark Frost's name is all over that shit too. He directs it, he writes it, he produces it. And I don't know much about Mark Frost. I don't know what else he's done. But I kind of think that he brings the quirkiness to it, whereas David Lynch brings the weirdness to it. If that makes any sense. I have no basis or any facts or anything to back this up. That's just what I think. Like, I think all the intimate character development and stuff like that is Mark Frost, and like the weird shit that keeps you coming back for more, that's David Lynch. But I could be completely wrong. Anyway, there's a thing called The Final Dossier. It's an audiobook or a book. It's a book, and the audiobook is on YouTube. It's like 3 hours long, And I really don't. That's the last bit of Twin Peaks that I have left, and I really don't have much. I don't know what it's about, but I'm hoping that it answers some questions and clarifies some things. But I won't know until I watch it or read it or listen to it. So that's what I gotta do. Twin Peaks. I'm not gonna keep going on and on. I think Kyle MacLachlan is awesome, and it's so awesome that he was able to come back, and the people that were alive to come back, that came back and had their moments in the Twin Peaks: The Return season 3. Everybody that came back had their own special moments to shine. I mean, it was 18 episodes long, 18-hour-long episodes long. So that is like, I feel like that is the longest, most dense season of any show to ever come out. Because nowadays, you're lucky if you get more than 12 or 13 episodes. I mean, it just doesn't happen. It just doesn't happen. Oh, hello. I've actually run into Death Gaze. Holy shit, something. Wake up, Shadow, we need you. Now, I don't know what this guy's weak to, but I can throw things at him. How about let's see how he likes the Fuma Shuriken. Got all caught up about Twin Peaks. Wasn't even expecting this to happen, but it happened, and just proves that I am not making this shit up. There really was an enemy called Death Gaze, and he really is kicking my ass right now. Let's try Thundaga. Little Shuriken, and you use Velgarmonda, and you cure Sabin. Ooh, I healed him. That's not good. We know Thundaga works. Shadow, you just keep throwing shurikens. Spin. No, Spin, you use the Phoenix down. You gotta keep everybody alive. Now eventually he will run away, and we will not be able to defeat him. Don't kill anybody! Unicorn, what does that do? Let's find out. Hoping it gives everybody regen. And he's run away. Okay, we got nothing else to do but keep flying around and trying to find him. I think I'm at a good angle now that I'm going to cover the most percentage of the map. There's not going to be a spot of the map that I'm going to miss. It may take a while, but we will run into him again. In the meantime, it's time to talk about another show. Let's talk about Grey's Anatomy, because I will admit that it is my other main show. I mean, like a week ago, all I was watching was Twin Peaks and Grey's Anatomy, and maybe Key and Peele at the end of the day. A couple episodes of Key and Peele before bed. By the way, Key and Peele is the funniest show I've ever seen. I get fucking ASMR in my head from watching that show. It is so incredibly funny and so incredibly clever and so incredibly nuanced. Key and Peele, they're geniuses. I mean, the guy is going, Jordan Peele is going on to do greater things. or is his name Jordan? Is it Jordan Peele? He's made he directed the movie Get Out, the horror movie, which was probably it's definitely my favorite horror movie in the past 10 years. Anyway, back to Grey's Anatomy. It is a show that I've been watching for a long time now. I'm on season fucking 11. Their season 15 just started. The show is still going, which is kind of cool, because once I catch up, I'll be able to watch it with everyone else, like the day that it comes out. You know, that'll be kind of cool. I got burnt out on ER before that could happen. I never finished ER. I think I still have a season and a half of that left. I just got burnt out on it, but I'm not quite getting burnt out on Grey's Anatomy. It is keeping my attention. Hang on, I'm gonna just heal up here. We're actually going to fight him again. Grey's Anatomy, though, early on I was really into it. All the different characters, I liked them all, but then slowly some of the characters started dying, started leaving the show, and I was like, man, I hope they replace these characters with good characters, and they do. Some of the characters are better than others, some of the characters you relate more with than others, but shit, I think I fucked up. Okay, hopefully I'm going at an angle. Okay, we'll find out. I'm hitting directly that little thing right there, so we'll see on the next pass where the cursor is. I'm looking at the mini-map. Oh, the mini-map. I love the mini-map. I could be going in a straight line, which I think I am. Yes, I am going in a straight line. Okay, so now we're going at a little bit of an angle. You can't go in a straight line. You gotta go at like a fraction of an angle, and you will eventually, because the guy could, I think there's certain points on the map where he could be, but you have to, there's no way of knowing where he is. You just have to randomly encounter him, but the only way to guarantee an encounter with Death Gaze is to do it like I'm doing. Fly at a slight, like, 5-degree angle, if you know what I'm saying. And eventually you'll run into him. I proved it already once. We already ran into him once. I don't know how many times. I'm hoping it's not more than 3. But I do think it's going to be more than 2. But we're going to get Death Gaze in this episode, because even though I'm at 18 minutes already, this is going to be a very long episode. I got Shadow at the beginning, and the rest of this is how I get Bahamut. The Magicite Bahamut. That is how you get Death Gaze. And that is how I am going to get him, by doing this. Anyway, Grey's Anatomy. I could give or take Meredith Grey, honestly. Like, she is the least interesting, my least favorite character on that show. The only thing is I do like Derek Shepherd a lot, and without her, Derek Shepherd might not be necessary, because I mean the main thread of the show is Meredith and Derek's relationship, and they're both surgeons. Derek was always the hotshot attending. This takes place in a hospital, by the way. If you have no idea what Grey's Anatomy is a show about surgeons. They're all strictly surgeons, whereas in ER, you had like Benton, who was a surgeon, and then you had Mark Green, who was just an ER doc. Not just, he was an amazing ER doc. And then you had all these other people like Mark Ross, George Clooney's character was the peds attending, or he became the peds attending eventually. Whereas in Grey's Anatomy it differs because everyone is a surgeon. Nobody is like taking on the ER or taking on. Then there's ped surgeons and then there's geriatric surgeons. Anyway, Meredith Grey, the show starts where she is a third-year medical student, which means that she is an intern, the lowest level of doctor there is. And there was other characters as well that were just starting out as interns. Izzy, played by Katherine Heigl. George O'Malley, I don't know the actor's name, but he was a great character, and sadly they killed him off. Who else? There was Christina Yang. She was in the show for a long time. Just recently, and at the end of season 10, she left. And I feel like they really did well with her character. She kind of went full circle. She started out trying to sleep her way to the top of the hospital, basically, and she did. And she wasn't just sleeping with the attendings. She was actually becoming an incredible surgeon, and she left the show as such. We've got about halfway through this map. I feel like we've only got half more left, and we will run into Death Gaze again. And then there's always Karev, Alex Karev. He's always been my least favorite character on the show, but he's like the most reliable character. He's always... Hang on a second, I'm getting a call, don't know who it's from. We'll find out. Hello? Okay. Damn call. I get these damn calls like they want me to renew my insurance and they want me to talk about my student loans. I have no student loans. I don't even have I have insurance on the vehicles that I drive, but I'm not in charge of the insurance on those vehicles. These calls are fucking... Oh my god, they get on my nerves so bad because it's honestly, sadly, the only people that actually call me ever. I mean, people text me. I get texts from people, but the only calls I ever get are from these fucking solicitors. They want to deal with my car insurance, or the warranty on my car is expiring apparently, and it's been expiring for the past 6 months. And every call is their last attempt to get in touch with me. Every caller is their last attempt, and they continually call me, and you have to sit there and listen to it, and then you get put on the do not call list, but they call you again anyway. So it's like, Anyway, let's get back to Grey's Anatomy, because I was really getting into talking about that show. And then you got Weber. He's the chief of surgery. For a long time, I thought he was like the head of the hospital, but I don't think that's the case. Like, he acts like he's the head of the hospital, but he's only the head of surgery. So they never actually deal with who's the head of the entire hospital. They act like the surgeon chief is the chief of the entire hospital, which I don't think that's how it is in real life, but I couldn't say. As soon as I'm done covering another third of this map, if we don't run into Death Gaze, I'm gonna take her down, save, and end the episode, and maybe start a second episode, because 23 minutes is a little long for an episode. I feel like 45 minutes is the longest I could take. I mean, people do like 3-hour streams, but I'm trying to have consistency within my own channel, and I don't do fucking hour-long videos. Just don't. Oh shit, we're running into Death Gaze again. Oh my god. Oh, and he's using death on us, and he missed. Except not on Shadow. Yeah, let's use Unicorn. Yeah, No. Valgamond healed him last time, so let's just use Cure on Shadow. Throw a shuriken at his ass. And let's Fuck it, let's trance. Ooh, baby, look at that damage. Shuriken up your ass. Slumdog up your ass. Death gaze, suck my dick. Suck it right off, motherfucker. Oh my god, what are you doing? What are you doing to Shadow? Oh my god. Shadow, we need your shurikens. We need them. Oh my god, did I kill him? Oh, victory! This video is not gonna be ended in vain, actually finished. Oh my god, we beat him. Oh, look at what we get. What is it? A piece of magicite fell from Deathgaze's maw. What is it? Obtained Bahamut magicite. Wish you were here. Achievement unlocked. Hell yeah! Bahamut. Oh, I got Bahamut magicite. Oh my god. Okay, now first thing we can do is put it on Terra. Oh, look how many magicite we have yet to, and she gets flare from it. HP plus 50%. Nice. Okay, let's revive Shadow. Heal everybody up. We could just do a little thing I like to call a tent. Why not? Anyway, that is gonna do it for this episode. We've got Bahamut. Well, let me get into a battle. Let me get into a battle and show off Bahamut, because I mean, it took so long to get him. If he takes all these guys out in one hit, man, that's gonna be awesome. Let's see what happens. How dare you slow me? Look at that beautiful summon. Look at that beautiful damage, and it killed everybody in one hit. Yeah, baby, that's what I'm talking about. Okay, save the game, return to title screen. Okay, that is going to be it. I think this was one of my best episodes yet, and I'm really excited about posting it. So, see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.